Hello. That was a bit weak voice. I'll try again. What a great start to a stream, right? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me again, Levi Clay. I'm back again to talk about, do my monthly transcription stream. Of course, I do a transcribing stream here on YouTube every month, end of the month. So you get to see me struggle doing what I do for a living, but doing it for fun. My pain can be your enjoyment. This month we are looking at, I was going to say my all-time favourite. It was tough to say all-time favourite. One of my all-time favourite guitar players, Danny Gatton. And for anybody that knows me, anybody that's watched any content on my YouTube channel before, you will know I'm a big Danny Gatton fan. And you'll know I'm a big Danny Gatton fan for one simple reason, right? And that's, you see me playing this. My Mexican Danny Gatton clone Telecaster. So we are set up to, and usually, if you've watched any of my transcription streams before, you know I don't usually use a guitar when I'm transcribing. But this time, we're going to be using some guitar. So I'm set up with the Telecaster. I'm going to be using the guitar for this because I think that, it's a combination of two things, isn't it? One, it's helpful when guitar playing is really over the top to be able to sit and fiddle around with it, see where something is likely to be fingered, especially when you're doing harmony. So I'm going to be transcribing some chordal stuff tonight and being able to see, being able to use my guitar. Let me turn the gain down just a hair for that. If you hear a chord voicing like, you want to be able to find that chord. If you hear, we need to be able to find that chord. And I mean, the more you're exposed to sounds like that, I hear that, and I go, it's 13 flat 9 chord. I know the sound of that chord. But there are going to be voicings that you'll come up across that you might not be familiar with. Who knows? Maybe something like this. It's like what would that be? Like an E6-9 with a sharp 5. If I heard something like that on a recording, I think without a guitar it'd be much harder to know what that is and to notate it. So we're going to use the guitar for that, for this tonight, but it also means that I therefore get to play a bit of guitar, and playing guitar's fun. So we'll play some guitar tonight, and if you have any questions about any of the things we're looking at, please do let me know in that comment section. I'm reading the comments, so if anyone's watching this now, please drop me a wee comment, and we'll crack on with things. So tonight we are going to be looking at the Chess Players. Now this is a tune from the Danny Gatton and Joey DeFrancesco duo album, Relentless. This is an outrageously cool album that I highly recommend checking out. I've been hip to this album for a long time now, but I started playing organ in the last month or so. So I've gone back to this album and just been blown away by how good it is, because now I've got even more appreciation for organ players. Joey's playing on this is absolutely fantastic. I wanted to delve into one of the solos from it. Now I had transcribed bits like The Pits is a great track to check out from this album. I transcribed that before. It's nightmarish because Danny detunes the low string down like almost an octave while playing, plays for another 4 minutes, then tunes it up. Notating stuff like that is a pain in the ass. So I wanted to go for something that wasn't going to break my mind. So I've gone for the Chess Players. Now this is a beautiful, almost 10-minute song. There's a basic kind of 36 bar form, I believe, 36 bars. where Danny plays, then Joey plays. Well, they play the head, then Joey plays a solo, then Danny plays a solo, and then they double time it. Joey plays double solo, Danny plays double. There's so much going on. There's so much going on this track, and so many great licks for us to look at and learn and get our head around. So I'm looking forward to learning this one. If you are unfamiliar with Danny Gatton's playing, Relentless is a great place to start. Relentless is a great place to go and listen to some of Danny's music because it's accessible in the sense that it's blues jams. For a lot of it is kind of blues jam. Sure, there's jazz changes to it, and this tune definitely veers a little bit more into the jazz sound in things. But at its core, it's not too out there. Danny's got a lot of tunes that go quite out there in terms of sound and approach, and they can be quite off-putting to somebody that's completely new to Danny and his sound. So this is a great album to check out for that. I'd also recommend New York Stories, Volume 1, which is a great album as well. Personally, my favourite Danny Gatton album is Redneck Jazz. Or actually, I like the Redneck Jazz Explosion albums. I think they're fantastic because they have Buddy Emmons on pedal steel, and I like a bit of pedal steel. But yeah, this is a great place to start. If you want to delve into Danny's playing. Some of it is just outrageous. You just listen to it and you're like, how is that possible? And actually, the more I listen to it, the more people might deem this offensive, and it's not intended that way. But when Danny kicks it into, pedal to the metal playing, he's really rough around the edges. He's really, I hate the word sloppy because people always take it in a negative way, but it's the best way to describe it. It's not pristine. It's not like a modern shredder approach to things. It's a vintage shred approach where there's lots of noise. He's creating a lot of chaos, and that's really cool. And the more I listen to my playing when I play fast now, the more I'm comfortable with it, because it's like, oh yeah, well, I've clearly just taken on board all these influences where the guys are just happy to make a lot of noise on the instrument, rather than being like, oh, is he playing 16th notes perfectly in time there to a click? Danny didn't give a shit about that. Danny just played like an absolute beast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a couple of parts of the track so we can just talk about it, and this will be when the video gets copyright claimed, of course. But this is fully educational, so it shouldn't be the case. We are going to be learning and transcribing it. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to say a huge thank you to my wonderful supporters over on Patreon. If you would like to be like these awesome people, you can support the channel for as little as $1, link in the description, and gets you access to my private patron-only Facebook group. At the $5 tier, you'll be able to download transcriptions that I put up, including this one that I'm going to be doing today. You get your name in the credits, you can get access to bonus streams, and you can also have private lessons with me, which is a great way to learn to play the guitar, but also to learn to transcribe. If you want an in into the transcription side of business, that's the way to do it. Or check out one of my books on Amazon. I've got plenty available, and you can see my lovely Danny Gatton guitar on the cover of 100 Country Licks for Guitar. So please do go and check those out. So, I'm going to have to move things around for this, aren't I? I'm going to move my face down here. So Relentless, yeah, this is a killer album, and the only problem with this as an album is normally I would like to link to an album on Spotify. Now, I don't know what the case is like in the United States, but in the UK, Relentless isn't on Spotify, so it might be a little bit harder for you to get your hands on this album. There's parts of it on YouTube. I do recommend trying to dig it out. If you're an old bastard like me, you own it on CD. I obviously have this album on CD. It's in my car at the moment. Well worth the hunt though. Check it out. Killer album. And yeah, of course, there is a bass player on some of the tracks, but for the most part, it's kind of trio: Danny, organ, and drums, and that's fascinating. Even more fascinating for me because again, taking a fascination with organ now, and really understanding what it is that the organist has got going on, what Joey has got going on this album, where he's playing these mad solos, but he's also hammering out bass parts with a combination of his feet and his left hand. It's fascinating. Let me check out some of these comments. Graph's Garage says, one of my favourite albums. Carter Gear says, absolute insanity. I actually have a question about this album. So the first track on the album, I forget the name of the first track on the album, because I'm so used to having it on in my car now and just, their track numbers rather than track names. I really do wonder what guitar Danny is playing on that, because there's a little bit of whammy bar action in the melody. He pushes down. It sounds like maybe a Bigsby trem on something. So I'd be interested to know what guitar he played on that track, because I don't necessarily really think of Danny as being much of a tremolo user. So thought that was worth mentioning. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the tracks. So, of course, I've marked this file out, and I think this is the most important step in transcribing anything. If you look at this file here, this is the audio, and I've got this marked out in transcribe. And when I talk about having something marked out, what I mean is I've marked in all the measures. So if I wanted to listen to, the first measure of this tune, I can highlight that, and that makes my job a hell of a lot easier. So having something marked out, I also like to subdivide my beats or subdivide my bars. So this is all in 4/4. So I'm going to subdivide it by 4. So now if I really just wanted to listen to the first 2 beats of the first measure, that's a lot of noise, right? Just double check my audio is coming through. Yeah, it's fine. Cool. So I've done that, and I've marked out for the whole tune. And as we go through, you can see I've marked out the first 36 bars, and then I've put in a section marker here because this tells me that we go from the tune we've got a new section, and this is an organ solo, I believe. So I'm going to give you a kind of, I'm not going to listen to the whole track because the whole track's 10 minutes long and I want to get onto the transcribing side of things. But just to give you a vibe of what this tune kind of sounds like, this is the intro, so this is the head. There's the basic head for you. It goes on, a little bit longer than that. The first organ solo is on that kind of laid-back swing feel. Cha, 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 cha. Really nice and laid back. Then Danny has a solo, which we're obviously going to focus a lot on today. I'll probably just play the solo out so you can hear it. I feel like a reaction channel now. Woo! Now we're going to go into the double time section, so check this out. Now Joey has a solo, this is great. And this is just 2 choruses around the progression at, ridiculously high speed. You listen to it like this is a lick. There's a great 2/5 lick there. This goes on. You get another chorus of this. This is going to go into Danny's solo. And we're still like 2/3 of the way through the track, so it really does, it just goes and goes. Tons and tons of great playing on this. Like I say, highly recommend you check it out. Let's take a look at it then. So I've done no preparation on this whatsoever. I don't know what key. I don't even know what key it's in. So what I can tell you just from listening to it, obviously, it's in 4/4. It's got a shuffle feel. Definitely wouldn't notate this in 12/8 because it's the difference between 12/8 and a shuffle feel. 12/8 is sure it's a grouping of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, but each grouping is a grouping of 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Whereas a shuffle feel is still the 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and it's a wonky 4/4, right? So definitely 4/4. We're going to put our shuffle feel in. The interesting thing about this is when I heard this first melody, I would assume rhythmically I would expect that to be 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, da ba da ba da, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, actually, I would expect it. Sorry, I've done what it actually is. I would expect it to be da da ba da da, da da ba da da. Da da ba da da, the last note of a triplet, and it's not. He actually starts this on the second note of the triplet. Now that sounds like an open string. Yeah, so there's the melody. So we're starting on the and of two. I don't know how to describe that. Reasonably confident you'd be fingering that there. So we obviously double stop it. So you actually wouldn't be fingering that there because we slide it. Well, that's going to be. So we'd have. I mean, I don't like that. I'm just checking for open strings and things like that. I mean, everything I know about Danny's playing would say he's playing that at the first fret. Could be a hammer. So we're going to play this like... I don't really like putting 16th notes in when you know the mindset would be tremolo picking. So I'm going to put this in as tremolo picking. And not worry too much about that. Let's get a tempo, of course, which will be compute tempo 126. Now that's noise, right? That'll be with a finger, I would imagine, yeah. I guess you could. So I hate having to notate something like this. Because this is just noise. What did we decide? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. So again, we've got the tremolo picking. I really like. I have to start questioning myself. Like, is he playing this on a guitar that's tuned down? Is that possible? Would this maybe be recorded on something that's in E flat? So then he's got the room to slide into things. Because it sounds. It's just noise, isn't it? It's just, getting this is like, what? How do we replicate this? So I don't want to spend too much time on this, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this intro. I want to get to the solo. So same melody here. Ba-da-da-da-do. There's like a moving melody in that. You know what? We're gonna write this in the simplest way possible. So it's a D7 sharp 9. Because we're looking for a head, right? Something repeatable. Why can't I play G7? And yeah, so this could be a guitar that's tuned down a tone. Hello, Darius. Good, Darius. It would make sense to play that around that blues position. But, or not, you know, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna nope. Yeah, I'll be free for lessons, but right, Skype, please go away. There's triplet quarter notes. So I'll notate that with triplet quarters. This is going to be. We'll just copy paste this and move it down a tone. Save ourselves a fraction of time. I think you can hear the open string in there. So we're going to go Guitar Pro 1, 2, repeating the ba-da-da-da-do. Can't decide how he plays that. I think I'd play it like that. Don't forget to save, yeah. No. I love that. That's a D flat major 7. I'm putting no care and attention into this at this point, am I? Tell I really just want to get onto this solo. Now jumping up to that blues phrase there. Again, copy paste, got to save ourselves time. Am I a chess player? I played chess in my youth. I I was a member of a chess club in my youth. I can still play chess. Where do we play that? Yeah. Buttons. Too many buttons. You came because it said chess. Okay. Better reasons to be here. I think we've got this C add 9. C minor add 9. I can't decide on that. Let me. You can hear. I'm gonna have to put it in there because that's what I hear. Now this chord. Nope. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's like what, an A flat major 9? Nope. Wouldn't play it like that. Probably not. I mean, actually, definitely yes, but I'm not going to. flat. It's a double stop there. I could really be putting accidentals in this, couldn't I? Or if I put key signature of F in, the accidentals should, for the most part, be better. Can't hear what he's playing for that last chord. Yeah. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, triplet crotchets. Such a bizarre melody. So bizarre. Woo! Ooh. It's hard to hear if that's an F or a G flat. Let's go. I'm going to go with the F. Just fourths, just sitting on those top 2 strings and just slamming out some fourths. Good on you, Danny. So where's 1? I mismarked. Yeah, it is there. Whoa. Hey Nick, how's it going? Or would you play that? Maybe play it like that. No, you definitely play it there. Yeah. And this was kind of mentioned earlier in the stream. Let's do screen and face. So that Danny liked to do this instead of tremolo picking, which is really aggressive. And then which takes a lot of practice. It's not my very cool sound. So it is tremolo picked, but it's done with a finger. He did like to tickle the pickles. Yeah, same melody, but up an octave. thing I find really interesting about that, I need to watch some videos to double check this. For doing that myself, the index finger feels comfortable. I imagine Danny's probably using the ring finger for that. Which requires a little bit of work on my part for that to feel as natural. But it would need to be because you can transition with the pick. So, yeah. Now this causes a problem, and I'll show you why this causes a problem. This causes a problem when you look at where this is played, where this is clearly played. I would like to point out, he's playing the same melody from the start, but he's playing an octave higher, right? So. And that's all minor pentatonic shape one, right? But down here, when I fingered that melody, we had. And then I fingered that here. And it wouldn't be, it would be. So now I need to go back through the transcription and go, okay, this chord would be played there. Which isn't that out of bounds of things. I would want to check that. I do want to check that chord because I'm pretty sure that's a D flat major 7. I mean, it certainly was a D flat major 7 earlier in the piece. So this, we're going to move over a string like that. So same melody. Da 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 da. So this is what, a D flat? Yeah, D flat major 7. I'm just going to put the overall harmony in there for that part. And like this is actually quite interesting because you can really hear the transition here. You've got the tremolo picking for 2 beats. Then he hits the chord on beat 3. And then he rakes down to make the transition into not using the finger thing. So how would he do that? How would he do that? So it's almost like you've got this. Same melody up an octave. Just copy the 2 beats we need. There's our transition down, chromatic chord movement. Uh, I'm gonna write this in the least messy way possible. Nope. No. Where's the bass go? Oh, okay, this could be up a set of strings. Probably up a set of strings. Because this will be... This is like an A flat 6 chord. We know that he's definitely playing that melody there. So if you take these... but then you've got that... that's an awkward transition no matter what way you do it. What do we have here? So... It's awkward no matter what way you play it, because you've got... Yeah, I think I preferred it down here. Oh. Now this is tricky because he actually plays this straight, and Guitar Pro won't notate that properly unless we take the no triplet feel. There's a tension in here. Why am I... Is it... Oh, it's that. It's like a... 7 sharp 9 with a natural 5 on top. But then it swings in the second part, so... yeah, it's definitely open, because we can hear this open string in there. And then swing. So that's the head to the tune. Geez, that took a lot longer than I was expecting it to. I'm going to mark this in at 4 measures per line, with an additional measure on the first line because it's a pickup bar, and that should, yeah, fill a 32 bars. So if we listen to what we've got so far. I just wanted to check that chord. Too much to read. Sorry, let's listen to him. Let's listen to the guitar player. Sounds like this. Okay, so there's the head of the tune. Took forever. I'm going to leave a couple of bars, then I'm just going to crack in with the solo. So I've saved where the solo is. It's the part I've marked as B. So I hear that chord voice and I know what it is. It's not that. What's that voicing? Right, let's crack on with the solo. So. Just going to put these, it's like a Josh Smith thing. Josh Smith does that rhythm all the time. Now that's a B flat, but I don't like putting palm muted notes in. So we'll go. Would he play that there? It's definitely there. Really nice melody. Now this is kind of lazy. It's a triad pair lick. I'll highlight it in a second. That's a cool lick if I bring it up. So when we play this, 1, 2, 3, 4. When I see that, what I'm seeing is that's D minor. Then we jump up. You can see this is E minor, E minor 7, or G6. This is all G. Yeah, I guess kind of probably more G major. I'd be thinking of that as being so D minor. And then we have D minor, shifting down, C minor. That's a cool lick. Nice movement there. Screen face. Yep. Yeah. So we misfingered this, but we'll fix it. If he's not doing that, he could be going. Yeah, we'll be doing that. So that'll be there. Yeah, that's the right fingering for that. Now we're just getting into noise, right? Chaos at speeds like this. It doesn't go down to the... Now, of course, I talk about this when transcribing all the time. The goal when you hear something like this is to be able to hear and process the pitches. Ba ba da da ba da da. Ba ba da 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 da. Now, that doesn't mean you can immediately play it. Or it's going to be lower, isn't it? Yeah, be there. Starts on the and. So that's cool. Whoops. Don't like the fingering. You can hear that whole tone sound there. It's not a whole tone, obviously, but just that fifth fret non-diatonic. I'm gonna quantize this. I'm just making my own noises now. Just want to be sure on the fingering. Yeah, he's position 1. So if I just take that lick, that's a good example of kind of how wild some of Danny's playing can be. This part. If we play it nice and slow, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. If I play it slowly along with him, I probably can read it. Let's try that one more time. I'll try and play it a bit slower. In fact, we're going to set up a loop. Try 70%. There we go. Myself up on screen so you can see me playing it. Oh, let's play through one. Push it up to 80% speed, maybe. Doesn't actually feel that hard at that speed. Yeah, it's fine. What happens at 100? Bit fast. Definitely too fast. I think maybe 90% speed. I'm reading, of course, which bastard. Why am I playing that wrong? I can totally get this. There we go. Bit of tension, a lot of tension. Getting there. There we go. And you know, sometimes smarty pants. Sometimes when I'm working on a transcription for my own pleasure, because of course this is the sort of thing that I do for my own pleasure, rather than it's not like a job for someone. If I'm transcribing, I just finished like Gus G's album. When I'm transcribing that, although I'm having fun because it's, you know, I love my job. I love what I get to do for a living. It's really cool. I'm not transcribing Gus G's album because I want to learn to play Gus G's album. I'm transcribing because it's a job. It pays my bills, etc. So normally it's just quick and moving on, but if I find something like that that's cool, that is a challenge, and I think, oh, I can probably get this down. Let's continue. It's definitely high, isn't it? That'll be there, won't it? So I'll toy the finger in on this in a second. So just putting that there. That's the same motif moved down. Do you use ideas and then create your own lines with regards to Gatton's playing? It's a weird one, isn't it? I think how do I put this? I mean, I've said it a million times, more often than not to my students. When I'm transcribing, when I'm learning, when I'm listening to music, I'm hearing a language. I'm hearing somebody speak a language. And Danny has an accent, if you like. Danny speaks with an accent. And if you hear somebody speak with an accent for long enough, you start to be able to imitate the phrases that they say. And you copy the way they say things. You don't necessarily have to practice them. At no point have I practiced speaking in a bit more of a South Suffolk type accent. I've just heard that accent quite a lot, so I don't have to think too much about talking like that. Some people talk like that back where I'm from. I never actually really spoke like this, but I know a lot of people that speak like this. Honestly, never practiced it, never actually ever spoken like this, but I can just imitate that because I've heard so many people speaking like that. I don't know why I've heard so many people speaking like that. So because I can imitate that, because I've heard so much of it, it becomes quite easy to imitate. When it comes to music, a little bit more difficult. I think there's a degree of practice involved. But yeah, if I take a line like that. What are we on? We're on... where are we going? We're on a B flat. So, you know, if I just take that one part, and this is how I visualize this stuff. If I take that lick, I found the chord it's on, B flat, and this lick starts on the third of my chord. Lots of ways you can think about it. You can see it as being like a B flat triad or a B flat 6 sound. So now I've got this if I'm vamping in B flat. You know, I can throw that in, but it doesn't matter if it's not B flat if I'm vamping in G. I've heard there's a lot of Danny in there, right? And I've never learnt a Danny solo. I've never ever in my life learnt a Danny Gatton solo. I might have learnt one or two licks, but honestly, it's more an imitation of a sound that I hear in my head, rather than being, you know, I'll play this Danny lick and then I'll play that Danny lick. You know what I mean? Yeah. So hopefully that answers that question. I'm going to head off in a second, guys, because I've got to go and eat some dinner. So let's just finish a phrase. I'm going to come back to this solo, don't worry. I'm just going to let it play so you can hear the chaos that I'm avoiding now. Let's hear what we've actually transcribed with this solo. I'm going to save it now. This is, of course, going to go in my Patreon folder. This is Danny Gatton Chess Players. And the solo is going to sound like this. There should be the swing feel back on it, right? Let's go and listen along. Like we were like 1 BPM out, so let's change to 126. Go to 125. Now, of course, this is not played to a click track, so they're going to speed up, they're going to slow down, and that's what we've got going on. There's some cool licks in there, though. Very happy with how this is turning out. I will do more of it in the future. In the meantime, I'm going to say a huge thank you to my wonderful supporters over on Patreon. If you want to download this transcription along with all of the other transcriptions that I do for my Patreon guys, link in the description. Support me over there for as little as $1 to get access to my group and $5 to get all those downloads. Hundreds and hundreds of downloads now. You can get lots of other cool stuff like lessons or, just more access to me. And who doesn't want more access to me? Also, please do check out one of my books available on Amazon, many available. Check out 100 Country Licks for Guitar because it has this guitar on the cover. Why not? That seems like a good idea. Where was my face? Thank you so much for checking this video out, guys. I do hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, tell all your friends, tell your enemies. And until next time, go get practicing Danny Gatton.